Hi, and welcome back to another edition of Artists in Their Own Words. I'm Ben Blakesley, Javboy Records. Today, my buddy Larry has stopped by the studio to pick up some gear. Larry and I did a record last year. For the last 2 years, actually, we were working on a record. Just finished it last October, Level on the Line. So Larry, say hi to our fans here.
Hi, everybody.
Larry, tell me a little bit about why you decided to do this album. And what does this album mean for you personally?
Why I did it is really to get it out of my head, because I had created poems that I really enjoyed, that I had written from various times in my life, from the time that I was 18, 20, and just over the years had collected some poems. Started playing music with a friend and saw those poetry in music for the first time, and it kind of just made me think. It took the poem and changed it completely, and it makes it a whole different form. And it was a matter of, I started feeling them in my head, or feeling them in my being, that I wanted to turn them into songs. And they weren't supposed to be there. They were supposed to be into the world. So
excellent. So what kind of prompted you to, instead of taking the cassette recorder approach of just pressing record and singing your songs into a tape for your own personal use, what kind of drove you to say, I want to go to a studio and make these songs like radio-ready songs?
It was a matter of playing them in. It didn't do them justice. It wasn't the way I felt them, and each song had like its own feeling to it, and when you play it very simplistically, or if it didn't have, it wasn't. I don't want to say they weren't good enough, because I did enjoy them as they morphed and moved on and grew in artistic expression, and got closer to a sound of what I felt the song to be. But it was it felt better to get them into more, to refine them. Think of it like you have this diamond in the rough, and each kind of pass or take or slight change to it makes it more beautiful to what you actually see. And that's why I went the studio route.
Mm-hmm. So what can you tell me about the process, the actual recording process? We spent over 2 years, I don't even know, countless number of hours and long nights making this record. What can you tell people about the process of actually recording it, and what advice might you give someone who is thinking about the entire thing themselves?
It's an amazing experience. It really is a chance to get away from your normal day-to-day activities. If it's a hobby. I mean, mine was a music hobby. It really was. It wasn't a venture to be in it. It was a hobby. It was an art. It was genuinely enjoyed it. It was going into the studio, getting a chance to play. It takes you away from your work or and things that are on your mind, and it's an amazing experience. It really is.
I'll be honest with you, I had a lot of fun. I missed those sessions. So, Larry Lavelle, everybody, his album is Level on the Line. You can see him at levelontheline.com and download it on any of the major music sources, iTunes, eMusic, Rhapsody, all the usual suspects. So we'll see you again next time. Thanks, Larry.
Thank you.